What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFO YouTube channel. It's the Carlisle Catch Up. It's episode 4. It has been a while, and we are back with the episode. This episode does have a July recap. We'll be looking at Charlie Wyke and Archie Davies signing deals for Carlisle United. We have a Premier League player coming in on loan. Avi McCarmont and Jack Armour have left the club. Some ex-Blues are on the move as well. We've got some new training kits, and we've got CUTV as well. But just before we do get into anything Carlisle United, I do want to say just a little bit on the Euros. Obviously, England fallen to defeat against Spain in the final last week. Spain were the best team in the tournament. They were the better team on the night as well. England didn't have a very good tournament, but the fan zone was a massive success, which is great to see. Brings in revenue. It gets everyone together in the off season as well, which is always fantastic. So hopefully the club can continue to do things like that in the off season when there is an opportunity. And in the season as well, of course, if opportunities arise. It was really great to see. We went down for one game. There's Slovakia game, was it? Slovakia, Slovenia, one of them two teams. There's a great atmosphere down there. So, really good to see, of course. But yeah, England falling to defeat. Southgate, for me, brilliant 8 years. Probably, the best 8 years I've seen as an England fan in my lifetime. But the time was ready for him to leave, and I'll be very interested to see who takes the job. But yeah, we'll leave that up to the FA. But let's have a look then at Carlisle United, starting then with our July recap. We're going to look at our friendlies played so far. We have an 8-0 win over Penrith, a 3-0 win over Kendal, a 0-0 draw over Workington Reds, and fixtures to come later in this month. Tonight we take on St Mirren. That is a 7:30 kickoff. Rochdale next Saturday. That is a 3 o'clock kickoff. And just announced we will take on Gateshead at Gateshead. That is a 7:15 kickoff on Tuesday the 30th of July. Now, pre-season, them games we were kind of expected to win. It's great to see Armstrong, Charlie Wyke, Butterworth opening their accounts. And I know the games you're expecting them to score goals. Let's not be mistaken. But it's good to get them up and running. Get the accounts, get the confidence, the minutes in the legs. Workington was a strange game because Carlisle played really well in possession. We kept the ball really well. Workington were just very stubborn and got that draw, which was the deserved result in the end. But it's great to see our strikers are getting some minutes and goals in their legs. Speaking of strikers, then here he is. Charlie Wyke is back in the Carlisle United shirt, of course. Not really breaking news anymore. He's been here for a few weeks, but Charlie Wyke has signed a 2-year contract with Carlisle United. A brilliant signing. Let's be serious. Absolutely fantastic signing. He is, of course, a striker. 2-year contract. And he has played 401 games and has scored 130 goals. His previous clubs, now these are just permanent clubs, Middlesbrough, Carlisle, Bradford, Sunderland and Wigan. I've got this as a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm not putting it as a 10 out of 10 because I wonder who will be his partner. Him and Luke Armstrong would be an interesting choice. Him and George Kelly would be an interesting choice. Maybe Dan Butterworth plays as a centre attacker mid role, but we still lack that bit of pace in the attack is my concern going into next season. But Charlie Wyke, brilliant signing for Carlisle United, absolutely no complaints. You know what he's like, he's a goal scorer. We've seen him do it at Carlisle United. Brilliant signing. And another signing that I think is fantastic as well is this man, Archie Davies, right back on a 2-year contract again. He's played 188 games, scoring 2 goals, but that doesn't matter when you're a fullback, does it? But for me, 8 out of 10 signing this. I think I've only seen him play about half an hour at Workington Reds, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to pretend like I've seen him play in the past, but what I've read and what I've been told, he's a very fast up and down the wing player. So if we're going to be sticking with that sort of 3-5 back, which I imagine Paul Simpson probably will, I think this is a great signing. Get him on that right wing, get him up and down the wing. For me, no disrespect to Jack Ellis, but he's not quite ready for the first team just yet. I would send him out on loan. This is a great signing. Potentially need some reinforcements in that sort of right back and left back role. But Archie Davies looks to be our starting right back, right wing back, and I'm very happy with his signing as well. I think he does bring that bit of pace to the team, but I still would like some of that pace in the attack as well. We have a very slow team at the moment. Overall, he might bring some of this pace, but we do need a little bit more in that attacking sense as well. But a very good sign for me, these two, Charlie Wyke and Archie Davies. Very looking forward to seeing them in Carlisle shirt when the season comes around to see what they're about. And Paul Simpson has announced on the radio after the Workington game that we have reached an agreement to sign a striker on loan from a Premier League club. However, he will be doing pre-season with the Premier League club, and will be with us. There we go, got it in the end. Will be with us at the end of the month, or for the start of the season. So that is a very interesting one as well. Hopefully it's not Luke Plange or anyone like that. But I say that Luke Plange is currently playing in the Champions League, so he obviously knows what he's doing, really. But we've got some ingoing signings, we've got some outgoing signings. That is right. 2 players have left the club on deals. Not really surprised with either of them, to be fair. Jack Armour, I think it was great that we could get a fee for him and everything like that. Alvin McCalmont didn't really work out. Obviously, we had the incident on Botchergate, so I wasn't shocked when I seen McCalmont was leaving. It was sort of speculated throughout. It was speculated throughout social media that Alvin McCalmont was likely to go. But for me, McCalmont, I'm not too fussed about. I think, as I said with Edmondson, pretty much the same as I said with Edmondson. Fair play, go take that opportunity in Australia. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I don't think it really affects our squad as much. To be honest, good luck to him. Didn't really work out in the Carlisle shirt. He had an okay loan deal. Unfortunately, the permanent didn't work out as much. Jack Armour, though, he's been here for years. He's been a fantastic servant to the club. I am gutted he's gone, to be fair. I do really like Jack Armour. But, I don't blame him. Burton have got a great training facility. I think they've signed about 15 players, so they're really going to go for it this season in League One, I think. So fair play to Jack Armour, of course. He was consistent throughout his time at Carlisle United. You could always rely on him. And we're not going to forget that goal against Swindon, are we? What an absolute screamer that was. But yeah, no, I'm good with Jack Armour. But we got a fee for him. We've got Cameron Harper. It could be worse. Let's have a look then at some ex-players on the move. Then we have got 7 ex-players on the move. Then Joel Senior has signed for Bristol Rovers. There. He'll be starting his League One campaign. Had a fantastic season last year at Morecambe, and you do wonder why on earth did we get rid of him. But that's a question for another day. Sonny Hilton and Jamie Proctor have both signed for Southport. Very surprising there with Sonny Hilton. It really does go to show under-21s football is not the same as men's football. Max Kilby had a trial at Gateshead, but has ended up signing for Annan Athletic up in Scotland. Ryan Loft has signed for League One Cambridge United. Lucas Jensen has made a move to the Championship with Millwall. And Hamill Hope has signed for Morecambe. He was one of their... I think they signed 15 players in one go, was it? Was it 15 in one sitting? Which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I think Morecambe are going to have a very interesting season this year. But yeah, Hamill Hope there for Morecambe. I think he'll get a reception, to say the least, when we come against him. I was there in that Oldham game a few years ago with Sheridan as their Oldham manager, and Hope scored right in front of the Carlisle fans, give us the little shush. So I think he'll get quite a reception next time he's at Brunton Park. But yeah, not a bad signing for Morecambe, I guess. A bit surprising at the same time. I thought Oldham was about his level, to be perfectly honest, but there you go. Moving then on into the training kits. You can see 2 of them on your screen there. This is going to be video of them. This is on the Blues store. They are now available if you want to go and get them. So as you can see there, the training kits. That green quarter zip is not available for adults. Very disappointed. I would have bought that straight away. It's beautiful, that green quarter zip. As you can see there, the blue printed t-shirts, very USA colours there, very, very bold and bright. You've got the green shirt there. You've got some navy jackets. You got that polo shirt, which for £38 for a junior is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who's paying £38 for a junior shirt. You got a polo shirt there. Again, £45 for a men's polo shirt is an absolute outrageous price. But there you go. And here's the ones that are really disappointing for me. Look how beautiful that middle one is. That ice blue quarter zip. Beautiful. Sponsor ruins it. Black. Beautiful. Sponsor ruins it. That blue warm-up shirt. Beautiful. Sponsor ruins it. there's a common theme here. That is a beautiful blue colour. You'll see it a bit later on as well. Again, there's a polo shirt with just basically a billboard for Peter Tyson. So this is nothing against Peter Tyson, by the way. It's great that we got local businesses and stuff, but the sponsor just doesn't match with the shirt. It's too big. It's too in your face. As you can see there again on that blue shirt, it's just massive, and I really like them quarter zips as well. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be buying one this year unless they get that green one in the adult size. But look at that blue. Look how nice that blue quarter zip is. And look at the sponsor in black. It just doesn't work. It's awful. That pink is beautiful though. Sponsorless is really nice. But there is our new training kit. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But for me, unfortunately, the sponsor is a bit of an eyesore and does ruin it slightly for me personally. Looking at some other news then, as Carlisle United have a vacancy for a kit assistant. If you fancy trying your hand at being a kit assistant for Carlisle United, go on the website and apply. It's there. And another one is the CUTV service is now live. It's really hard to say CU and not follow me up before 4 after the last 2 or 3 years of this channel. But CUTV is the new club streaming service. This is a brilliant step in the right direction, in my opinion. I've seen last year in League One, a lot of clubs had their own streaming service, their own sort of match day feeds and stuff like that. So this is a step in the right direction for Carlisle. It shows the ambitions there as well. That sounds quite silly, but it's just a professional touch that most clubs have. So that's really good to see. Of course, and then the prices for it will be $4.99 a month or $49.99 for the year. But of course, and I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's great, get the year package, you save a tenner," but you've got that 2 months of off season where you're probably not going to get as much content as normal. But great deal, great price as well, I must say. That's a really good price for Carlisle United to be charging the fans. It's reasonable. It's not too expensive. It's affordable. So really good to see. I'm not going to go into much more details on it purely because I don't know all the answers and I don't want to give you guys any wrong information. So if you do want any more details on the CUTV, head over to Carlisle United's website and all the details and FAQs are there as well, and that will give you all the answers that you guys will need. But that has been the Carlisle Catch-Up episode 4. It's been a busy few weeks, that is for sure, and to follow the trend of the last 2 Carlisle catch-ups, there'll probably be a new signing in the next few days, because every time I've uploaded one of these, Carlisle have immediately dropped a new signing. So yeah, expect a signing coming through the door any minute now. But thank you so much for watching though. I have been CU04. You guys seem to be loving these new series on the channel, so I'm very excited to be bringing you another episode of it and to keep the series going. Lots of news, lots of Carlisle news. Are you excited for the season, which is coming up faster than you guys think? It is only about 3 weeks away, which is crazy, taking that trip down to Gillingham. But thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the news? Leave a comment down below. I've been CU04 and I'll see you in the next one.
I lost my vision, I lost my goal, lost my ambition, but you never ever